What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Solaire Jordy, and welcome back to some more Dark Souls. Today, well, this episode at least, is the final episode. We have all of the Lord Souls, and it's time to put the final one in. I failed to read every single one before I ever put them in before, so I'm actually going to do it this time. So, Soul of the Four Kings Who Fell to Dark. A fragment of a Lord's soul discovered at the dawn of the Age of Fire. Lord Gwyn recognized the foresight of these four great leaders of New Londo and granted them their ranks and the fragments of a great soul. Although this is not a full Lord's soul, it can still satiate the Lordvessel. Oh, so I was hoping it would say a bit more about the four kings, but to my understanding, Gwyn gave them, you know, part of his soul, and they ran New Londo, and then it fell to the Abyss. I think they fell to the Abyss. And that gave birth to the Dark Raves, maybe? I don't know. Pretty cool story. But it's time now to actually offer the final soul to the Lordvessel. Here we go. Oh my god. This is it. The door's opening, finally. Okay. Wow. Is France gonna say anything different?
Ah. Oh. The Lordvessel is satiated. Magnificent. You are the righteous successor to Gwyn. The new Great Lord, and I am King Seeker no more. Your acquaintance was an honor. I must admit, I am fond of you humans. May you enjoy serendipity, and may the Age of Fire perpetuate.
Whatever you say, bro. Alright, well, I guess we get going then. Oh my god, right. I want to look proper going into this, so we're going to put on the Elite Knight helm. It returns. And here we go, down the stairs. These ghosts? I guess they are, ghosts of Black Knights. And this is where we can farm Black Knights as well, but wow! Look at that. There's a whole world underneath Firelink. Where do these skies come from? Kiln of the First Flame. Here we are. I need to be human at some point to summon Solaire, but I don't plan to beat the game in this current session. It won't affect the episode at all, but I'm going to be farming some of the Black Knights. So we'll probably go right up to Gwyn's door. But yeah, this is where all the rest of the Black Knights are. So we're in some kind of dome, which is really cool. And it's just ash. The place is covered in ash. And I think it will only be Black Knights that we have to deal with. Oh, he's coming round? Hello. Hi. Let's go. Okay. Bit more powerful than I thought, but I'll take the Titanite chunk. That's what we need to ascend this weapon anyway, so it's a good thing that I'll be heading back to Andre regardless. But yeah, we're just going to explore the kiln right now. But this is just awful. It's beautiful, but in a really sorrowful, depressing way. Ooh, what? Okay. Oh my god, I thought I was able to parry that. What sword is that? Okay, we got a red Titanite chunk. I have a lot of Estus to work with, fortunately. So that's good at least. But yeah, this place is just dead. That's the best word I can use to describe it. There was a bit of flame over there. I don't know where this is heading. Nowhere. It's just where we could kind of overlook the place, I suppose. Wow. Just wow. It's so cool that we're finally back. Well, not back, but finally here, I mean. Jesus. I'm speechless. I don't even know how to describe the area. It's just ash. Something really bad happened here. Probably when the flame was first linked. Oh my god! That would have been huge. There we go. Would have been a huge mistake, I mean. Another Titanite chunk though. I'm pretty much farming these guys. And the wind is getting stronger as we go nearer and nearer. The Black Knight armor! How good is that compared to the Silver Knight? Not that much better, to be fair. But oh man, that's dope! That's so cool. The Black Knights are awesome, and obviously we've been seeing them all game. Oh, that's so cool, actually seeing all this though. We've got to wear this set, that's for sure. Black Knight gauntlets. And Black Knight leggings. Look at that, that's dope. Hopefully we get the shield at some point, and then obviously the sword. But we'd have to pick it up from one of these Black Knights, that's for sure. So I think what we'll do is put on the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. And we'll just go from there, I think. Okay, I'm going to go back to my usual armor. This is so dope though. I'm glad I finally have that though. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather wear the Elite Knight helm. Rather stick with what we've been wearing. I'm going to be fat rolling a little bit. Well, not a little bit. Entirely. But, you know. Very easy to get there. With just a few Black Knights standing in our way. Can we see down there? Oh yeah, there he is. There's Gwyn. Just standing at the flame. Wow. So cool. So iconic even. And it's just this final staircase that just leads all the way down there, isn't there? So there's really not that many Black Knights to deal with. But I definitely want to farm them so I could get their weapons. And I still need to ascend the Claymore anyway. Black Knight Great Axe, awesome. Okay. Should be one more to deal with. And that is, I guess, the halberd. Awesome. It's so weird how easy these guys are to deal with now. We've got the Black Knight shield. Awesome. Why am I not going to use that? Well, why wouldn't I use that, I mean? This is it. Just ash. It's all ash. It's absolutely crazy. And I guess the only thing to do is now enter and beat the game. Well, we have a couple things to do first. I've got a farm, and we have a certain someone to fight alongside us. Here we are a few weeks later, and I have an update for you. We ended up doing the DLC. At least the main bosses of the DLC anyway. So those videos will be coming out after we've started New Game Plus. So I'll definitely put those out sometime, but I do want to get the main story out of the way first. But for those of you, again, worried about me not doing the DLC, I did it. Those videos will be coming out soon. So here we are at the kiln. I farmed all the Black Knight stuff. As you can tell, I'm wearing the Black Knight leggings, the gauntlets, and the shield. I ended up doing all the weapons as well. As you can tell, I've got lots of Black Knight swords that I'll probably just feed to Framt or Calf when we do New Game Plus. There was where is it? There's like a the Black Knight halberd was probably the most difficult one to get. In fact, as you can tell, I only have one. This one is the rarest drop out of all of them, it seems. Either that or I'm just really unlucky. But it does seem to be the best weapon in the game. I'm also one off of actually being able to hold it one-handed for strength, so that's something to look forward to. So we'll definitely be using that at some point. But yeah, I can't believe we finally reached it. The end of Dark Souls 1. We do actually have a summon, and it is Solaire. Of course, we saved Solaire earlier on in the playthrough, and now we can summon him for the fight against Gwyn. Let's go. This is our first summon for quite a while. A lot of the main Lord Souls aren't needed, like don't need summons. You know, you don't need a summon for, like, even if you're a bang average player like me, you really don't need summons for Seath, for the Four Kings, for the Bed of Chaos, and who was the other one? I've already forgotten. What? It was Four Kings. That was that. Oh yeah, Nito. Yeah, you don't need a summon for Nito neither. I really like how the difficulty is balanced. So even if you want to do like summons, a summon playthrough, it's really nice like that. I actually have already gone through the game again, or at least halfway through the game on a new character, just to see how much better I had gotten at beating bosses. And I ended up like beating some bosses within like a minute, including Capra Demon. Although Capra Demon never really troubled me that much. But either way, yeah, I could proper speed run through those bosses now, at least with summons. I don't know how I would go without them, but without further ado, we're about to enter this door. Actually, I wanted to show you guys something before we even went down here, but you can actually see Gwyn before you even enter the place, even enter like the kiln sort of area. I wonder if I could get like a nice view. You can kind of see him there. I think we can get a better view from up here, actually. Yeah. So there he is. He's just waiting at where I assume the first flame is, pretty much. So, yeah, this is it. This is, what, a 2-3 month journey? Obviously, I could have, like, beaten this game a long time ago, but as a content creator, I've been prioritizing putting, like, editing and putting the videos out before beating the game, and obviously I want to do New Game Plus live, and I still haven't put out all the videos yet at the time of recording, so hopefully it doesn't push me straight into New Game Plus. I've heard it pushes you to the main menu, and then when you continue the game, then it puts you into New Game Plus. We'll see. Anyway, let's go, Solaire. Let's do this. Traverse the white light. Solaire is right behind me. Let's do this. Oh my god. Oh my god! Let's go. Who's he going for? He's going for Solaire. Who's got Solaire? Oh wow. Come after me, Gwyn. Let's do this. Is he not coming after me? Get off him! Get off my friend! Let's go. Get out of here. Let's go. And Solaire finishes him. Let's go. And that is it. Goodbye, Gwyn. Let's go. Beautiful piano theme as well. I did not think we could do it that quick. And there goes Solaire. And obviously I think he's going to go link the fire in his world. We, however, are not going to do that. So yeah, guys. This is it. We've beaten Dark Souls. Gwyn is an absolute joke with summons, and apparently you can parry him as well. I did try to parry him during that, but I didn't think he'd be that quick, to be honest. But I think it just goes to show just how high leveled we are, to be quite honest. Because that was insane. Alright, we're gonna leave the kiln because, let's be real, why would I revive this world? It's already like gone to shit. There's no point keeping this Age of Fire going. We're leaving. This is it. We are done with Dark Souls 1. Woo! Back at Firelink Altar.
My lord, bless thy
What?
safe return.
There's 6 of them?
Let Calf and Front serve your highness.
There's more.
We are here to serve your highness.
Wow. I am the Lord. Awesome. There's so many of them.
Be cast upon the world.
Age of Dark.
Returns.
Woo! That's fire. And Solaire went to link the fire in his world. That's what we think. Trophy earned. Dark Lord. Oh my god, it's over! No! What a game! I feel like a sense of emptiness after that. Because now I know there's like nothing new to do in the game. We've pretty much done everything. New Game Plus is going to be like different in terms of like difficulty and stuff, but in terms of like the main reason I got into Dark Souls, which was more like the environment and everything outside of the bosses, that is certainly different. And that Gwyn boss was definitely really anticlimactic. But I did most of the damage, which is great. So even if I'd have fought him normally, he probably would have gone down really, really easily. So I could have done that without Solaire. Maybe I'll do that in New Game Plus, but yeah. That's it. So guys, I want to thank everybody who's tuned into this Dark Souls series. The series is done so well. A lot better than I thought. Genuinely, I was originally just going to do the one video and then play through it on my own, but I ended up enjoying doing that one video so much that I ended up doing more. I also had leftover footage from that first episode to finish off Taurus Demon, and then the Taurus Demon video did like nearly 1,000 views. So I thought, fuck it, let's do a whole series. And yeah, you guys really enjoyed it. I got a lot of comments. Definitely the most engaged series I've done for a long time. And I'm looking forward to doing New Game Plus live. I'm looking forward to getting into Dark Souls 2 at some point this year. But yeah, this is definitely one of the best games I've played. I definitely needed to play a game like this. It's been a long time since I enjoyed a game the way I have with Dark Souls. And I definitely feel empty now knowing that we've not got anything really left to do in this particular game. So the only thing left to do is just to get into Dark Souls 2. And here is my tier list for each location in Dark Souls 1. Like I've said already, this was my favourite part of the game, just exploring these areas, working my way through these areas, and this is my tier list. A few spoilers here and there for DLC areas, but that might also give you something to look forward to. Of course, if you've got any questions about any of these, particularly places like Lost Isle of being enjoyable, feel free to ask in the comments section below. That will obviously help drive some engagement. A lot of my didn't enjoy areas were areas that are transitional, like the Great Hollow and the Valley of the Drakes, for example. Tomb of the Giants, you guys already know how I feel about that. That is really interesting. one of the more interesting locations in the game, but I didn't enjoy it. But I did enjoy places like the Crystal Cave, of course, and obviously Darkroot Basin. In terms of the bosses, I actually quite enjoyed the bosses here. They weren't really anywhere near as difficult as I thought they might be. Of course, I don't play this game for the bosses, so they were my least enjoyable part of the game, but a lot of them were still pretty good. Of course, I used summons. Ornstein and Smoke were awesome. It's just getting there that's the issue because of the two giants in the hallway, especially if you're getting Solaire. If you're just going by yourself, it's not too bad, but if you're trying to get your summon in, it's not the greatest ever. Of course, a few spoilers there with Artorias and Manus. But yeah, the ones I really didn't enjoy were Demon Fire Sage, Stray Demon, who were virtually the same boss, the Bed of Chaos, obviously. But I surprisingly did enjoy bosses like the Capra Demon, which I made very clear when we played through, of course. Because I didn't find him all that difficult. I know a lot of people usually do, but going into it with a lot of armor, and of course I'd already gone into Darkroot Garden to get the Wolf Ring, which increases poise, and then I had the Drake Sword at the time, which one-shotted the dogs. As long as you avoid the Capra, you're going to be pretty fine. You'll probably die the first time, maybe the second time, but at your third attempt, if you can kill the dogs, the boss level is smooth sailing from there. So yeah, that's all I've got to say on the bosses. Again, if there are any particular questions you want to ask, feel free to put them in the comments below. And I'll see you guys later on or tomorrow for our New Game Plus playthrough beginning. But yeah, that's it. Oh, and it does push you right into New Game Plus. Wow.
Yes,
okay.
Indeed.
And that's it. Northern Undead Asylum. We're right here. And we got the dungeon cell key as well. So, yeah, it just pushes us right into New Game Plus. That is insane. And there's no real difference between anything. We even stay in the same covenant. That's crazy. Alright, guys. So, cheers for watching this episode and this series as a whole. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. We will be back very, very, very soon. Pretty much maybe even the day after you see this video, live for New Game Plus. Cheers for watching again. I'll see you all soon. Peace.